It's an early morning from Bellhavn. Sun just rose up. We are headed out. So it's gonna be a good day actually. It's gonna be like 85 degrees today. It hasn't been that hot in a good while since Florida. So we're gonna go, should be beautiful. Got a lot of little turns in and out of these little, I guess there's homes on both sides. Really skinny water though. Not a lot of depth in some of the places. So we gotta pay attention. Pay attention really close so we don't do what we did 2 years ago.
We stand by the fire, your tiny hand in mine. You're 5 feet off the ground. You rest on my shoulder. The stars convey the light, so fragile in the night. In this moment, forever be. In this moment.
So this is kind of a chopped up video because we're trying to get the boat ready so we can leave, and it's so much work. There's so much cleaning to do. It's different from a house because in a boat you're wiping down every single surface, including the walls, the windows. You have windows inside your boat, which you don't really have in your house, all while entertaining 3 kids and taking care of a dog and navigating these really narrow, obnoxious waterways of the ICW. There's a stretch where we went aground up here past the Alligator River swing bridge. I don't think we'll make that mistake again. We were in between the channel markers, but there had been wind and it blew sand underneath to shoal up more in between the channel than we knew, and at the time we weren't using Aqua Maps, but now we are using Aqua Maps, and no, we're not sponsored or anything. It's just a life-saving navigation aid tool. So yeah, I think we will be okay going through it, I hope.
Okay, so we're going to this place called Coinjock, which is, if you've boated this area, you know Coinjock. Coinjock has the best prime rib. That's what they're known for. You stop there for the cheap fuel and for the prime rib. And I think we can put down a lot of prime rib tonight. How much prime rib can you eat? We're gonna see how much we can do. We don't need fuel, but we do need ribs. Prime rib.
A picture on the wall, a moment frozen not to fall. In this moment, forever be. In this moment, forever be.
Next up, we got a fancy boat. That boat, I bet, is going to Sag Harbor. That's my guess.
For Saggy boy. Saggy. Come inside, bud.
Look at the wake of all the...
Oh, no.
All right, we're going through the Alligator River say this 3 times. Alligator River Swing Bridge, Alligator River Swing Bridge, Alligator River Swing. Say that 3 times. That's how they want you to say it, right? That's radio etiquette. Say it 3 times really fast and then say your name. It's not gonna happen. And I'm sure that guy should just record all the people that tried to make that happen. But this time they wanted the registration number of the boat. It's the first time that's ever happened. The only time I've ever been asked for that, believe it or not, is going into Nassau Harbor. But the bridge is neat because it swings. It doesn't lift. It just swings, which is cool. So right past this is where we went aground. So, gotta pay close attention. This is Mermaid Monster.
I just answered my question. You're the motor vessel heading this way, correct?
That's right, yep, that's me, going north.
Thank you, Captain. Sailing vessel on the other side.
for the open.
You're welcome, Captain. Have a good day. Thank you.
That's it. This is right where we went aground. The markers have changed. Okay, so we're going into the area where I went aground. The markers are all new, so it shouldn't be bad. I was in the markers. I was in the markers before, and the shoaling had come into the dock markers. I was too close to the reds. This time I'll be closer to the greens, but they've also moved the reds over, and they've probably dredged a little bit too. Like, I can tell they're different from the tracks that I have on here. They're not in the channel markers anymore. So, wish us luck.
So I'm down here holding Leo to not distract braiding. We're going through this really sketchy area. It's really shallow. I'm looking at the depth sounder. Yes, Leo's playing with the thermometer because I thought he had a cold, but I think he's okay. I think he might be teething again. And that's his toy of choice. Don't chew on that. Anyway, there's multiple red buoys up here. They keep putting in new ones to mark the shoal, which makes it really confusing if you don't know what you're doing. We understand how that works, but if you were new to boating and new to this route, it would be very confusing. Don't do what we did before, which was trust the markers. Look at all your tools around you and then go ahead with caution. Alright, so we made it through the sketchy spot of doom I've been dreading. I actually said I would never go through that spot again, and here I am. We just went through that spot. Brayden gave the helm to me for a little bit. He's been driving all day. I don't think you trust me through here. Do you not trust me through here?
I trust you fine.
I don't know. You're driving more than normal, which is actually really a nice change of pace, because this is all the technical, not fun driving anyway. It's really windy out here and ugly, but here we are. Oh, Jolly Time was up here. Anyway, I'll try to find old footage from that cruise a couple years ago, or what episode that was, so you guys can rewatch that nightmare with us. Overall, it's been a pretty basic day, which is always good. Okay, so we're all tied up, we're good, we're in Coinjock for the night. We'll leave tomorrow morning early to get to Atlantic Yacht Basin, where we're gonna put our boat in a shed, which we've never done before. So that will be interesting. Hope you guys stick around for the next week's episode on that. Yeah, docking was interesting today. It's always different every situation because there's never the same boats, never the same weather. You just never know what you're getting into. Coinjock has a very long face dock. That's it. And if it gets crowded enough, they raft you up. So we're lucky enough to not have to be rafted up. We're on the very north end of the dock. And when we were thrusting our stern in, it wasn't doing anything. It was just kind of like, eh. In fact, it seemed like it was being pushed back out to the channel. Super weird. So we think that it wasn't powered up properly, and we have an engine that we power our thrusters up with. That could be the issue. And then also on top of that is we had the other engine going in reverse because the current was pushing us forward. Step in if I'm not explaining this right.
I think it was more user error, actually.
Your fault?
I think so. I think I could have avoided it by powering up a little bit more, not going in reverse.
Yeah.
I think that, not having a current.
Here, get in here with me, like put your head in, right up in here.
I definitely...
And then go like this. Because this is a thumbnail. Hold on. Get over, like... Okay, that's perfect. But
That's
anyway.
a thumbnail?
Yeah, like the last stretch. You know what I mean? But it's not really.
Yeah.
You don't what?
I don't think there's anything wrong.
He doesn't think there's anything wrong, folks. Which probably not. He probably just docked like a little wonky. Anyway, I'm gonna go make dinner and sign out for the night because that was a 10-hour cruise, most of which I held a baby the whole time and drove and got nothing done, and then made my kids clean the boat because they're old enough to start.
So, Brooke, you could do an entire episode of me just fixing my hat.
Yeah, every time you grab your top of your head when you start a video.
Yeah. Hey, you could do. One thing that I was noticing on this one. One thing that I was noticing on this time up the ICW is there's a number of boats that request to pass, and they ask them if we want a slow pass, and a number of boats will say, "I do not want a slow pass. Pass me at speed. We are rigged for sea." That's kind of the normal. That's the saying that's going around right now. We are rigged for sea.
Just like a.
Yeah, I met him this morning. It's a pretty boat.
Yeah.
So people are just sometimes a slow pass is nice because there's no wake, but in an area like this.
What? 3 feet under us. Hello. Hello. Get over.
In an area like that where there's a lot of shoaling.
Just a little bit.
You just want them to go fast. Just get it over with. This is Mermaid Monster.
Good morning again, Tangerine Moon. We're on your port quarter. Give us a slow pass.
Yeah, come on through. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, Tangerine Moon standing by 16.
We're not very productive over here. Yeah, there he goes. Dance.
There's a Tangerine Moon. Yeah. The AYB is putting us in. A guy's leaving the shed in the next hour, so we'll go straight into the shed.
So the 40-foot shed.
He said it's 60 foot.
60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So we got the big shed.
Yeah.
So we don't have to take our antennas down.
Well, Malcolm said he doesn't think it's really 60 feet. It's the same shed.
Okay. Are you
So
sure?
yeah, so we'll still put him down just in case.
If it's 60 feet, well, I guess maybe it slopes or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Do you know where that shed is?
He's gonna give us directions once we get there, but I'm gonna go up and.
Okay, the guy knows the ETA.
Yeah.
We're just passing through North Landing Bridge. It's one of the last bridges we have. Oh, the lighting's awful. It's one of the last bridges we have until we make it to AYB. Every time I hand off Leo, he cries right now. He's very needy. But yeah, it's a swing bridge and that goes on the hour and a half, and we literally could not have timed it better. So I'll show you what a swing bridge looks like. Although you've probably seen one. Braden at the helm. You've driven this whole stretch pretty much on the inside. Like I said, he's lost faith in me.
I'm not lying. You're perfect. You're better than I am.
I've just gotten lazy.
You just.
Been taking care of the baby and super anxious. Anxiety problems these days.
That's a boat. Oh, I thought the house was the house of the boat.
Okay, yeah, don't creep up too hard on this sailboat. What happened with this bridge?
I was gunning it down. We're burning like 20 gallons an hour.
Lighting's bad.
We can never burn 20 gallons an hour.
Now you're good. You were burning 20 gallons an hour.
Burning 20, that's not possible, but we were burning some fuel
Yeah,
to get
it was
on here
like-
on time because the guy told us, oh yeah, I'll hold it for you, don't worry. And he shut it right on our face.
Like we were right here. Look, check this out. We were right. What is up with this? Why isn't it focusing or doing anything? We were right there. There we go. And he shut it. So to whoever's manning this bridge, that was not nice at all.
I felt like I was door to door sailing again. Selling.
You've never door to door sailed. What are you talking about?
I have. Sold doorknobs.
Well, I just learned something new about you. I don't know why you always want me to film through the bridges. It's really not that exciting.
Well, film outside, like show the bridge. Get your B-roll of the bridge.
Braden's B-roll of the bridge, just for him. Bridge. Real bridge.
Ooh, look at the tug coming.
Mermaid Monster, let those finally come along your port side.
So we're just pulling in, we're going into a shed. We've never done this and we couldn't get the antennas down. They're like seized on. So we're just hoping we don't scrape them, but it is what it is. We need new antennas anyway. So this might be the thing that pushes us to get new ones.
And new radios, ask people if they have any radios.
And new radios.
Big monster, Atlantic Yacht Basin.
Atlantic Yacht Basin, I'm just
Also, the sky is super smoky because of the fires in Canada.
It's going to be a